It's been a little overwhelming to read some of what's being posted on social media. People are calling Porchfest the best thing that happens in Tacoma, which is really nice. But the one that I love the most is it's the most Tacoma thing in Tacoma, and you know, that's the one that gives me special joy. So Porchfest is a music festival that takes place on people's porches. We do it in the Central Tacoma neighborhood, and people volunteer to host bands on porches. Sometimes it's their friends that they're hosting, sometimes it's themselves. Usually it's complete strangers that they're hosting on bands. And then the attendees get to walk around, enjoy the neighborhood, meet their neighbors, and listen to all sorts of amazing music. The city's been super supportive of Porchfest. It's not a typical event that they issue permits for, so we do have to do a lot of creative problem solving. The city also has been very generous in grant funding that Porchfest has received last year and this year from Tacoma Venues and Events and the Arts and Cultural Vitality Division. So super grateful for that funding.
The amount of support this has gotten is just a clear indicator of what Tacoma has, which is we have people who want to support local things. We have a community that's dedicated to local in a way that I don't think there's many communities in our country that are like that. And it's something I take a lot of pride in for the city of Tacoma, and I know many people here do too.
Coming out of the pandemic, I thought, wow, this is the time to do Porchfest because musicians have been looking for ways to get back in front of their audiences. And it's outdoors, so it feels very COVID safe. It started with going door to door to all of my neighbors and asking them to host a band on their porch. So initially that, people weren't sure what that meant. There was a lot of head scratching. Slowly, we started getting a little bit of uptake. We ended up with something like 35 porches and 50 bands. We were able to distribute everyone, and it was a great time. And so the next year that we did Porchfest, it was a lot easier because everyone had such a great experience the first time. We found people were actually adjusting their summer vacation plans so they could make sure to be in town for Porchfest so they could host.
So if you wanted to get stronger, you better not let go.
Been on our calendar ever since the date was announced. Made sure we got here. We got here right at about 1 o'clock, parked at our daughter's house, and just walking all around. It's a great event.
It's been fun to let my friends know and invite them over, and just to see people I've never met getting to watch the music that's in the space that I get to be a part of, so it's really fun.
The thing that I really love about Porchfest is because it happens on the porch, and because the porch is kind of a private space, and you're inviting, your neighbors and your community into your yard, it creates a version of an intimate environment. And to me, I think it leads to community building. And so that's kind of the magic that I see happening at Porchfest every time we do it.
I feel like music makes it easier to meet people and connect with people. I've met a couple neighbors near me, but not a whole lot, but just getting to see the people in the neighborhood has been really fun.
The thing that I learned from doing Porchfest in my neighborhood is if you have a good idea and you ask people nicely, you can make it happen. You can get people on board and excited and energized, and you can make huge things just come true. My vision for the festival is to see it spread to other neighborhoods. What's beautiful about Porchfest is that it can be scaled. It doesn't have to be attached to a business district or a major street. It's completely democratized, and you can make it whatever you want it to be. Just needs a little bit of legwork. And so I'd love to see Porchfest spread to other neighborhoods. I don't know that there's any other day of the year that you can just see as many people as come to Porchfest with smiles just plastered across their faces. It's such a positive experience. It's such a high energy in the neighborhood. And I don't know, it's amazing. It's super fun. You should come check it out.